What it do, Cappies? What it do? What it do? Are you ready for your February bonus? I hope you are. Actually, to be 100% honest with you, I don't really care if you're ready for it or not. I'm ready for it. Anyway, I goofed up a little bit last time. I still have one more to do, okay? Those of you new to my channel or my style or what I have going on here, I roll this little dude at the end of each video and it tells what sign is going to be next. Well, I guess on my list, I don't know if I accidentally crossed one out. It seems like I do this every damn month. I'm getting it down, okay? However, I still have Leo. So I went ahead and re-rolled to see if Capricorn or Leo was next after Aquarius. And it definitely said, no, you were right to begin with. Capricorn is still definitely the first. Leo is next, okay? So now we are down to one sign left, okay? But typically, at the end of each video, we will roll this little dude to see what sign is coming up next. We're not doing that on this one because we only have one sign left. There, my people. How are y'all doing? How are y'all doing? Anyway, information on scheduling personal readings is in the description of the video. Okay? Not my Facebook inbox, not my Instagram DM. Personal readings are in the description of the video. If you can't hear it, I think I might be starting to get sick, y'all. Oh, it sucks. I woke up this morning with my throat hurting. Everybody in the house was just sick. Everybody just got over it. And I can't pronounce it. Gennaro, thank you for that super chat. I appreciate it. And now, after everybody gets over the sickness, I wake up and I'm like, ugh. So let's hope not. Anywho, let's get right into it. What else can we tell my Cappies universe for February? What else can we tell my Caparoos, dude? Boo, Knight of Wands. Man, some of y'all could be dealing with a fire sign. I don't really know if that's a whole lot to speak on just yet, though. Knight of Wands. This is either something new coming in real quick or somebody from the past trying to make a real quick comeback. One of the two. I can't quite figure out which way that feels just yet. Michelle, thank you for that super chat. I greatly appreciate it. Let's get 5 shuffles. There's 1, 2, 3. Whoa. 6 of Wands. 3. 2 more. Temperance. Okay. So I'm feeling like this is definitely a past person most of y'all are dealing with. Let me see here. Let me see as it goes. Could be a Sagittarius. Could be anybody, though. Alrighty. Could also be a Virgo that I'm seeing here. Okay. Here we go. Makes perfect sense. I feel like somebody's trying to make a comeback. Somebody's trying to sneak their way back in. Is what I'm seeing here. Okay. I feel like whoever this is that's trying to do it, honestly, I can't really tell who it is, Capricorn. I can't tell if it's you or them. I guess take it how it resonates. If it's not you, it's them. If it is you, yeah, that's not cool. Okay, somebody's trying to sneak their way back in, and it doesn't look too honest. I'm not gonna lie. It does not look like 100% integrity and honesty is happening here. You know? And I'm just saying that because of this, okay? It's felt a little bit fishy, and then when this little dude popped out, the most controversial card in the entire tarot, okay, the 7 of Swords, everybody is always really quick to jump up and say, oh, that doesn't necessarily mean lying, and yeah, I know, I'm very aware of that. Every single card in the entire tarot can mean something good or something bad, depending on how it comes out. I'm very aware of that. However, this does not feel very positive. And yes, this is the card of lying, deceiving, manipulating, okay? Oh, could have been a third person involved. There could be a third person involved here for a lot of you with whatever you're dealing with here. Okay, I feel like for the most part, Seven of Pentacles being the underlying energy and the overall energy is the Temperance here. I think a lot of you guys, it may be the person that you're dealing with, because a lot of y'all are just like chilling and waiting. Like, you know what? I'm not really too bent out of shape over the outcome of this here. Okay, this is either going to go one or two ways, and you know what? I'm actually cool with whatever way whatever way the cookie crumbles. I'm fine with that. That's how this feels here. You know, whatever way the cookie crumbles, I'm fine with that. If it happens in my favor, good, sweet. If not, oh well, sweet. Okay, I'll still work with that. It's either way, I'm not really tied to an outcome. I don't really have these really high expectations set. That's how this feels. Okay, the person you're dealing with, I do feel like is starting to get over this. Like, I don't really think it's going to work. Whoever this is that's trying this, it's not really going to work. It's probably going to lead to an argument, if anything. And I feel like the person you're dealing with is going to end up getting over this. I do want to look a little bit more at the person that you're dealing with, though, because for me personally, that felt like there was a lot of pieces missing in that spread. It was a pretty heavy message. It just felt like there was a few pieces missing. Let's see here. Let me go ahead and get this trusty dusty old guy right here. I want to look a little bit more at the person you're dealing with and how they view you. What's up, y'all? How you doing? Appreciate y'all for tuning in and showing the love. I want to look a little bit more at the person you're dealing with and how they view you. This nose of mine, I think I'm getting sick, y'all. I woke up this morning. Oh, sinuses and throat just thumping. And then my nose started bleeding right before I came on. I typed it out. I was about to go live, and then I felt drip, drip, and my nose was bleeding. I was like, oh no! I had to get my nose to stop bleeding real quick before I started this video. So I think I'm getting sick, y'all. Just to let you know. Just to let you know. In case, I'm not saying this is going to happen, but there is the possibility that I could like poof, disappear off YouTube for 3 or 4 days, like a week. And if so, I'm sick. Anyway, let's look a little bit more at the person you're dealing with. Let's get 4 shuffles here. Here's 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, gonna split her in 3, and the card on the bottom of the deck is how they view you, which, bam, the 3 of Swords in the reverse. Okay. I kind of feel like they think that you're healing from this as well. All right. So there could be a very poor communication, very little to none, actually. It could be blocked communication. There's that Temperance just come flying out again. Could definitely be a Sagittarius. But either way, I feel like whatever's happening here, which honestly, this is what it looks like is happening. Somebody is abandoning this, or somebody is either choosing to abandon it, or if it's something that already happened in the past, it's there. I don't really see a change happening here. Not really. I feel like this person's come to their senses about the nature of this situation. Okay, and again, like I said, they are after what feels to me like something that's kind of secretive and a little bit dishonest. Okay, could be a Pisces that you're dealing with, but I'm feeling like somebody's going to try to sneak their way back in, and it's not really working. Okay, it's not really working. And again, as a result of that, I feel like they're seeing that you are getting over this. Okay, and then eventually they're coming to their senses about the nature of the situation as well, and they're getting over this too, is what I'm saying. Okay, because somebody's going to pass up on this right here. Again, somebody's trying to sneak their way back in, and I can't tell who it is, y'all. I really honestly can't. Okay, when energy influences like this, it could affect either or. It could affect either or, okay? Could be you, could be the person you're dealing with. Somebody here is thinking, okay, how can I slide back in there and try this again? okay? And a lot of times, if you pay really close attention, and this clients come to me with questions about this. It's not like the most common thing in the world, but it's not uncommon either. Closure. How many of you have ever said, I want closure? But think. Be honest with yourself. It's not closure you want. It's not closure that you want. What you really want is a chance to slide up in there and do it again and make it happen your way. That's what you really want. Let's be real. Let's be real. It ain't closure you want. It ain't closure. The chapter's already been closed. It just wasn't closed your way. I don't know who needs to hear that, but I really feel the desire to spit that out. So, come on now. It's not closure that you want. You want to slide back up in there and do it your way. Oh, yeah, you do. Come on now. Come on now. Oh, I know I'm going to piss a bunch of people off with that. Oh, I don't give a fuck. Let's get 4 shuffles here. Oh, my cat's stuck in here. Hang on, y'all. I got to let the kitty cat out. Cat's stuck in the studio. Anyway, let's see here. Timeline's moving forward. For my Cappies. Timeline's moving forward. Timeline's moving forward for my Caparoos. I'm going to shut the door here now while I knock stuff off the table. Timeline's moving forward. You want an apology? See, that's what I'm saying. It's not closure we want. It's not apologies we want. We want to do it again our way, right? I get it. I'm not throwing shade at anybody out there. We think we want one thing, but if you honestly think about it, and typically you don't really fully comprehend this until you get what it is you're asking for, you know? And then you're like, oh yeah, well that actually doesn't really change anything. Not really. Not really. Because the fact of the matter is that things happen. Things happen, okay? There is no right, there is no wrong, there is no fair, there is no unfair, there is no just, there is no unjust. We do that with our human perception. And from any given perspective, that's true. Okay, but not universally. Not universally. There is simply experience. We are the ones who assign a meaning to that experience, and 9 times out of 10, we come to people like me when we have had negative experiences that didn't work out the way we wanted it to, right? Dude, I'm here for the same reason. I'm here for the exact same reasons. Right? We were all dealing with a situation that didn't work out the way we wanted it to. So now we're hoping to be able to slide back in there and make it happen our way, right? A lot of times, actually more often than not, that's not possible. It can be sometimes, it can be, but more often than not, what we are doing, the goal here, is to look at the past and I don't want to say move on. I don't want to say get over it. I don't want to use those cliche phrases that just go in one ear and out the other, that people hear and just say, oh, well, and, we go around in a circle. Nothing is ever solved. What we need to do here is we need to come to terms with and accept the past to the best of our ability. Because what are you going to do? Okay? The past happened. At the end of the day, if you ever walk through a graveyard, and just look around, especially one of them old school graveyards. I'm going to talk for a minute. I'm going to set the cards down for just a couple more minutes. Walk through a graveyard. I used to do this when I was a little kid. Peep around, look at the gravestones, and just think, dude, I wonder what is part of that story from start to finish, okay? Because you have On every gravestone, you have a birth year and a death year. And in the middle, in between those 2 years, you have a dash. Okay? I wonder what that dash consists of for that person right there. Because I'm living my dash right now. At the end of the day, regardless of how you choose to perceive whatever it is you're experiencing, it's still part of that dash. It's still part of the story that makes you, you. You can either be thankful for it or you can be resentful for it. What good does being resentful do you? And I'm not downplaying anything that anybody has experienced at all. Okay? Every last one of us on this planet have experienced some very, very, very horrible things. Okay? It just seems to be part of being a human, doesn't it? Just seems to be part of it. I don't know much, but I know one thing. Carrying around a big bag of bricks, a big bag of anger and resentment, that ain't gonna do you no good. That ain't gonna do you no good. All you're doing is begging the universe for more. That's all you're doing. Let's get 5 shuffles on timelines moving forward. Thank you for listening to me run my mouth. Here's 1, 2, 3, 2 more. This is mainly centered for new things. My Cappy's interested in new things coming in. Boo! Ooh, got the moon card there. Got the lover's card there too. Some of y'all could have a Pisces coming in. Some of y'all could have a Gemini headed your way. Either way, I feel like it's going to hit you very unexpectedly. This is the way it works, ladies and gentlemen. This is the way this matrix operates. Okay? As soon as you make the solid conviction, the commitment, with every ounce of your heart and soul, with every fiber of your being, to stop fighting the battle. As soon as you make that decision, bam! Like a shockwave, there it comes. Bam! Like, what? Where did that come from? Where did that come from? And why couldn't it have been there when I wanted it? Isn't that the great mystery? Isn't that the great mystery? Why couldn't I have had that when I wanted it so bad? Well, most of us would probably abuse it very badly if it was. Not really a whole lot of reason to sit around and dwell on that, but either way, I still kind of feel like, I don't know, hopefully a lot of you take the time to raise vibration before this happens, okay? Because, again, like attracts like, King of Swords reversed. Like attracts like. If you are vibrating on the frequency of, who was that said they wanted an apology? You're dwelling. If those of you out there who are dwelling on the past and how cruel someone was to you, whoever that was, if you're still in the chat room, I'm talking to you and anybody else that needs to hear this. If you're dwelling and dwelling and dwelling on something that somebody did to you that was bad, somebody did you wrong, somebody was cruel, hey, I get it, it happens. However, this is how the mechanism works, okay? You dwell on that, and you dwell on it, and you dwell on it, and you think about it, how cruel this person was, and you hold that resentment, and you hold on to that grudge. Guess what that's doing? That's putting you on the frequency of that past person. So guess what's going to happen? Probably. The chances are staggeringly high that you're going to pull in another person who vibrates just like that person. All right? That's how it works, y'all. That's the way it works. That's how it works. All right, this next one is for my Cappies who are interested in reconciling with a past person. The past person. Cappies interested in reconciling with the past person. Ooh. The Hermit card. Okay, you could have been dealing with a Virgo in the past. Doesn't have to be. But this person definitely, I think, is kind of keeping things to themselves. And probably a lot of you may not really hear a whole lot from this person. Like, if this is somebody you watch on Facebook a lot, like, you're always on their profile every day, they're probably not posting very much. That type of energy, you know? constantly wondering about them. What's going on with them? What's the deal? You know? Let's get 4 shuffles here. Here's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Ten of Cups reversed, y'all. Reversed, y'all. If you are interested in reconciling with the past person, could have been a Leo that you were dealing with. But, okay, here's the thing. 5 of Swords, yeah, see? Here's the Wheel of Fortune, though. This little dude comes up. Hey, this little dude comes up. This is working out in your favor, whether you realize it or not, okay? The cool thing is, though, is... see, even if you were, which you can do whatever the hell you want. But even if you were to manifest some sort of reconciliation, some sort of reuniting with this person, coming back together with them, there's going to be somebody else involved. Okay, it won't be just you. It won't be. Okay, could have been a Leo that you were dealing with. But there's a lot of things that they want to say that they're not. They're not saying to you. Okay, they're holding a lot back. They're holding their tongue. They're biting their tongue. They have a lot of things they want to say to you. But with the Strength card and the Hermit card, again, I'm feeling like they're just kind of hanging back to themselves. Hanging back, sticking to themselves, not saying a whole lot, not... I feel like that they're up somebody else's ass, to be honest with you. And right now, they're having troubles in their own love life, okay? 10 of Cups reversed. Overall, they're having troubles in their own love life. And if you try to add you on top of that, you know, yeah. So for those of you interested in the past person, I would not, okay? Alrighty. Things to watch out for and advice moving forward. Ooh, the Hermit reversed. The Hermit reversed. Okay. Watch out for people who cannot sit with themselves. Okay. You cannot sit with yourself. You can't stand being alone. You can't stand sitting with your own thoughts. What's going on inside of you that you're running from? And why are you running from it? Why are you too afraid to sit with yourself? Okay. Again, these things, when it comes to what to watch out for, this goes either way. Whether or not you know somebody like this or whether or not you're like that. These are all like character, personality traits to watch out for and or harness and work on fixing, okay? Let's get 6 shuffles here. There's 1, 2, 3, 3 more. The Strength in the reverse. All right. Watch out for people who do know, like, I guess the Hermit and the Strength both just came out a second ago too. And now they're in the reverse as far as things to watch out for. So, you know those people who, and don't get me wrong, this is like a vibrational trap, okay? That is very difficult for most of us to avoid. But you want to take on the world. You feel obligated to take on the world and everybody else's burdens and everybody else's problems when you're not even in the position to do it? No. You are not required to do that. And don't put yourself around people who are like that, okay? You know, they always want to go and help everybody. There's nothing wrong with helping people, y'all. I'm not anti-help people. I'm not a service to self kind of person. What I am is, like I said, here's my go-to example, okay? If you have this, like, let's imagine this little Sims town, okay? This little Sim city. and you have a fleet of ambulances for the hospital. Okay, what's your number one priority? Running those ambulances until the tires fall off, or taking them in to make sure there's routine maintenance done? Okay, there's a lot of people who think that neglecting yourself and giving away 10,000% of yourself to try to help everybody else makes you a good person. No, 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 no. You have to make sure you are number one, or you are of no service to anybody else. You are of no service to anybody else if you yourself are not even in the position to do what it is you're trying to do. What's going to happen? What is going to happen if Billy Bob over here is having a heart attack and the ambulance is on the way and then it fucking breaks down on the way to go save Billy Bob? We should have fucking put the ambulance, the welfare of the ambulance is number one, right? Because that is the thing that has to go save the life, right? Same thing. If you want to be of service to others, you must put yourself first. Okay? Because in point of fact, we are all one. Okay? There is no real service to others. There is no real service to self. It's all service to the same thing that you're a part of. Okay? Anyway, watch out for people who are always starting something new in love. Have you ever noticed that? You never really hear the whole backstory. You never really hear everything that went down. But for some reason, this person, or maybe it's you, just always has or is searching for something new in love. It's like, what happened to John? What happened to Eric? Well, what about Joe? What about Karen, dude? Okay, what about Jennifer? Wasn't there, weren't you and Ashley just dating last week? Why are you always starting something new in love every other week? You know, you don't really hear what went wrong. Speaking of which, watch out for people who are always making a joke of everything. You don't know when to take things seriously. And again, I get it. It is a balance, okay? I'm not saying be serious all the time, and I'm not saying make a joke of everything all the time. There's a time and a place for everything, okay? And there's definitely a time when it's appropriate to be serious, okay? You can't make a joke out of everything all the time. Watch out for people who do that. And if you yourself do that, it's not cute, okay? It's stupid, all right? You're not 10 years old anymore, okay? Okay, moving forward, I think, especially throughout the rest of this Mercury retrograde, be careful with this. Again, it's a balance, but don't go out spending too much stupid money, okay? Cling on to your money. Don't go spending money that you don't have, okay, at least during the retrograde. And I'm feeling like near the end of the retrograde, probably near sometime around the middle of March, it is going to be time for you all to take a new leap of faith, okay? Faith. A leap of faith, not just a leap, okay? A leap of faith. 10 of Cups, shang-a-lang-a bang bang. A lot of you have something very, very positive out there on the horizon that all you need to do is link up to it. Again, put yourself first. If you haven't already, I highly recommend that you watch my video, How to Manifest a Successful Relationship. And even if you have, watch it again. And again, and again, and again, and again, and again, until, I get it. These concepts that are behind the real secrets of manifestation are not something that you're just going to go, oh yeah, duh, and just start doing it overnight. No. It took me a long time of shifting my perspective to start grasping a lot of these concepts, okay? It's a slow, gradual process. Baby steps, slow and steady wins the race, okay? Don't be too hard on yourself. Just keep at it and keep at it and keep at it. Change your perspective, change the world, change your life one little baby step at a time, okay? Anywho, I feel like the messages my Cappies needed to hear have come through, so I'm going to go ahead and end the reading here. I hope that resonated for everybody. If it did not, which it will not, check your moon, your rising, and your Venus. Either way, even if it didn't resonate at all for you, I hope that everybody watching this at least took one thing from this video that they could apply to their life and see some positive changes, because that, in point of fact, is my real job here on YouTube, okay? Anyway, at this point is normally when I go ahead and roll the little sign selector, wherever it went, I already lost it, and we would see what sign is coming up next. But since we only have one sign coming up next, Leo, I'm not going to roll the little doohickey. All right, if you all know a Leo, let them know that their bonus reading for February is coming up next. I can't promise anything. I cannot promise anything, but I really am going to try to make it a point to get it done today. Again, I can't promise anything. Either way, though, it'll definitely be done sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, and I will see you all sometime within the exact same time frame. I greatly appreciate everybody who tuned in and showed love with the likes and the comments and the super chats and all that good jazz. I'm out of here now. Thanks again for tuning in, and y'all have a good one.